Now the question is, you know, how can you figure out how to make $200 to $300 a day? I think the biggest trend and opportunity of 2017 is for you to get small businesses to pay you to do their social media marketing. They'll pay you because these old...
If anyone knows me, my pet peeve is this fucking guy. Fact is, in life, there's no fucking shortcuts, just hard work. What's up, team? Just coming back from a run. So my whole theory on hard work is that you have to work hard, not only physically, mentally, and spiritually. They all have to come together. So I believe if I work hard as far as keeping in shape, and then it trickles down into my work, you know, my videos get better at everything. And then over time, I believe that's how you become the most successful person you can be. And I think it's important that you can't measure your success versus other people's success. So be the best person you can be, because only you can be you. Now, I haven't proven this out yet, but get with me in like 10 years.
This call may be recorded for quality purposes. Theportcitypythons Hospital System.
Hi, I was just calling to see if I could make an appointment.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What time?
I have a 9 or a 10 o'clock in the morning I could get you into.
Okay, yeah, 9 would be perfectly fine.
Okay, so what's the stakes name that we're seeing?
We can call her Red.
Red?
Yes.
What are we seeing red for?
It looks like she has like an abscess in her mouth.
Okay, no problem. I got you down. We'll see you in the morning.
Alright, thank you. It seems like some type of abscess in her mouth, so yeah, hopefully we can get something done about that. And unfortunately it's swelling up a little bit, and some like ReptiChip is getting caught in it, so I think I may clean it out today and put her on some paper towels, a little bit of moist paper towels. So I'm just gonna put her in a tub of, you know, warm water for a little bit, let her soak. These snakes love to soak. Half the time they're gonna be in their water bowls, stuff like that. This is a Solomon Island ground boa. So I'm gonna put her in a tub for a little bit while I, you know, throw out all this ReptiChip and get everything set up for her new little setup until she goes tomorrow. It also really doesn't want to be messed with right now. I've picked her up and cleaned her mouth out a couple times, so I think she's really, she's kind of done with me. It was a little bite. It's important to know that that didn't do anything to me. Make it nice and damp. Hopefully she doesn't just straight up go under this the whole time, but we will see. Also, I think it's important to note that that is not in, you know, the normal realm of her behavior. In other words, I've held her plenty of times before and I've never gotten bit and she's never hissed or anything, and she's just starting to do that because quite frankly I've been picking her up and cleaning out her mouth and you know, all this other stressful stuff. So she's just getting a little sick of it, so I'm gonna try to leave her alone as much as I can. Also, it's not really normal for a ground boa to be climbing on a bathtub, but come on girl, we gotta go back. So I'm gonna let her settle down with the new paper towel. Hopefully she doesn't get any more in her mouth, but the fact is I don't want to stress her out so much to when, you know, tomorrow we're gonna have to do all that stuff over again anyway, so I'll let the vet deal with the sharp end. What's up, girl? Oh, looks like she's about to shed. What's up? And hognose, they always do this display right here. The you know, broadening their neck, hissing, all that stuff, even striking. But the thing is that when they strike, usually they have their mouth closed, so they're not even doing anything. And it's not very common in captive hognose to play dead, but in the wild they certainly do it quite a bit. After a little while they kind of just admit defeat, and once you get her up, she's pretty good. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really someone who handles their reptiles very often, because I don't really believe that they need any type of social human interaction. Quite frankly, as you can see from the instincts of these hognose and then some other snakes, the fact is that, you know, they just kind of want to be left alone, whether in the wild or whether in captivity. So I mean, my idea is to leave them alone as much as possible. Sometimes I've been playing with them a lot more often because, you know, I like to put them in videos, and also it's been getting me kind of more pumped up to play with what I have. So that's what I've been doing. I'm glad to share them with everyone, but quite frankly, unless I'm cleaning, most of the time I don't have them out like watching TV or something, even though I've been kind of doing that with corn snakes recently. But I think it's important to remember that that's for my own fun and not the snakes. So, you know, do it sparingly, and also I'll take out a different snake, you know, every time or something. So maybe once a week they're being held for a prolonged period, but the fact is they're not being held a lot. You see that strike? You can tell that she didn't even open her mouth on that one. It's just for show. And also, these are very small snakes, so yeah, they don't get much bigger than this. This is an adult female. So, you know, this is a very good snake if you don't have much room, you know, if you want to keep in just 35 quart tubs, that kind of thing. You know, you don't have to create a big setup, anything. The one thing is that they are a little picky eaters as far as when you get them started, you might have to start them. I've had good luck with tuna scenting, so just taking the pinky and dipping it in tuna juice. You get the tuna that's in the water, so you kind of just put the pinky in the water. And then they seem to eat it pretty readily. But even then, you know, males can be a little choosy at different times of the year. So it's not going to be your easiest. It's not going to be as easy as a corn snake to keep, but definitely a good snake for a semi-experienced keeper. Also, one of the only snake species to shed their tongue. So I do take that hissing as a signal, hey, I'm not that happy with you, I'm a little scared, so put me down. So I usually do that. I usually do what the snake wants, not necessarily what I want. It's not money or the fucking Lamborghini in his video or any of that bullshit or his house. You know, none of that stuff will make you happy. And if you go after that stuff, all you need is more of that stuff. So don't listen to people like that. But Look at the snake. Woo. The fact is I haven't like gone around just holding a snake in a long time, but these little corn snakes are kind of like irresistible to play around with. Fact is that people look at all this stuff and like on YouTube you can make so much money, all this other stuff, and quite frankly, I don't have many subscribers, I don't have many people watching my videos, I don't make any money. I probably put in good 8 hours a day making these videos, and I make about 20 cents a video, so doing it just for fun. So yeah, that's really it. But you know what? It doesn't matter.